It's the last night of the last day of 2012. What are you wanting to create for 2013? Hi, I'm June Klein. I am still the Southern sassy and savvy humorist, helping people, teams, companies, and associations lighten up and have fun so they can get paid more. You know, I'm sitting here tonight reflecting on 2012 and all the amazing things that came to fruition, those things that I created, and I am so tickled and so pleased and so proud with so many of them. And I'm looking forward, as you probably are as well, to 2013. What do I want 2013 to look like? What can I do, create, and move toward in 2013? And as I look back and forward, I know that visualization is a huge part of that. It's proven. I mean, it's in the history books that what we think about, we bring about. So as I'm looking forward to my workshop that I'll be doing with my colleague and friend Myra McElhaney, author and speaker, we will be doing storyboarding workshop in about 10 days. So in doing some of the research and actually thinking back to the things that I have created, that I know I created that way, came across, I'm remembering a couple of them that I want to share. Number one, a friend of mine is an Edward Jones broker, and he would be in and out of Phoenix, and I would do dinner with him several times during the year. And his wife and I were all best friends. And I was sitting there at dinner one night with him, and I started drawing on a napkin an idea I had about a program. And he was just kind of, okay, that's interesting, that's great. And he thought it was intriguing. But about 3 months later, I had a total workshop, handout, a color brochure, the whole thing was right there. And it came flooding to me that night during dinner. And it was the drawing that led me to create one of my most powerful keynotes, which is the ROI of LOL, and also having how to have open heart communications. It's a 5-step process that I lead people through, people, teams, companies, and associations, to help create what they want. It's very powerful, and it is amazingly effective. The other thing that I'm thinking about that I created just out of thought was something that I was thinking about as a teenager. I love motorcycles. I loved Harley-Davidson motorcycles. From the time I was 15 years old, when my first boyfriend had a motorcycle, I dreamed, I felt, I knew that one day I was going to ride in front. I was going to be the one driving that motorcycle. Well, it took about 33 years for that to come to pass, but the thought was always there. And I treasure and love and adore my sporty 883 named Good Golly Miss Molly. Some of the best times, the most spiritual times, and the most visual times I've ever had have been on my Harley-Davidson. One of the fun stories I will share with you is about my inability to keep from dropping Good Golly Miss Molly. I dropped it 6 times in 3 months, on the verge of getting rid of this motorcycle before I killed myself. But what happened is I finally had an instructor that was in the stop and goes, the testing of the stop and goes. I just dumped the bike right there in the parking lot one more time, and he came running up to me, and as he lifted up Good Golly Miss Molly, I helped me get her back upright. He said, "Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing?" And I was like, "Duh, no. If I knew what I was doing, I'd stop." And he said, "You're tilting your head to the left. And when you're tilting your head, your body weight is pulling the motorcycle over. And that's why I was dropping my bike for no reason." See, there's always a reason. And then the words I'll never forget: "You need to keep your head on straight." So how about you? As we head into 2013, are you ready to keep your head on straight? Are you ready to visualize and to really think and bring to fruition that which you say you want. Why don't you go ahead and leave a comment here so that I can be back in touch with you and give you details about the workshop that's coming up very soon. And also go ahead and subscribe to this channel. That way you can stay on top of all the fun, creative, amazing things that I'll have going on in 2013. Until then, take a moment. What are the thoughts inside of your head? What do you want to visualize in 2013?